Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. Let's get started. Just hours after workers repainted the downtown Pride mural, police say it was defaced again. Spokane police arrested 3 teenagers for purposefully creating skid marks on the new mural last night. KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez spoke with someone who saw it happen.
On a block rife with LGBTQ support, the voice of the few has been loud recently.
It was really sad and disappointing.
Kaylee Gaines McGee has worked at Atticus on Howard for 5 years.
And there you go.
So she's seen all the support.
Our shop in this street is so welcoming to everyone.
But she's also seen the hate.
It was definitely deliberate.
Most recently Wednesday evening while sitting on O'Doherty's patio.
We all looked over and just saw this group of teenagers deliberately making marks and scratch marks with their Lime scooters, just all around.
Several witnesses confronted the group and called police.
We're not going to sit by as we watch people deliberately commit a hate crime, right in the middle of downtown.
After looking at security footage, officers arrested 3 teenagers. 2 are minors and 1 is 19-year-old Ruslan Turco.
You are charged with 1 count malicious mischief.
Turco had his first appearance in court this afternoon. The judge released him under the condition he doesn't go near the crosswalk or the other teenagers. Prosecutors, though, had asked the judge to set a $15,000 bond since that's how much it costs to repaint the mural.
The community really came together to raise the money for them to be able to do it before the parade on Saturday.
Now this vandalism just hours after that repaint and only a few weeks after someone else set fire to the mural.
It sucks to be reminded in moments like this that there are still people out there that, have hate in their hearts for other people, so yeah.
But Kaylee wants everyone to know the love outweighs the hate here on Howard and through the entire city. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
And now to our night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. Today, it is now a felony to deface a public symbol of pride in Washington. The state's law redefined what is considered a hate crime to include the defacement of public property. It comes as the barriers surrounding that pride sidewalk or crosswalk in downtown Spokane come down. The rainbow has become a target for vandals who have thrown paint, left black skid marks, and most recently set fire to that mural. So starting today, any defacement of that mural could result in a harsher penalty under the new law. Now the crime is punishable by up to 5 years in jail and up to a $10,000 fine. Also taking effect today, strip clubs in Washington now have new rules and rights under another new law. The so-called Stripper Bill of Rights allows dance clubs to serve alcohol to patrons. It also includes required safety training for all dancers and employees on sexual harassment and human trafficking. Clubs are required to have more security, like panic buttons, in private dance rooms.
The more support that actual workers have, the better our economy is as a whole, and that includes everyone, such as strippers.
The law also requires all adult entertainment venues to have written procedures for dealing with or ejecting violent or intoxicated customers. Many clubs started implementing changes after the governor there signed the bill in March. Today in Idaho, a doctor filed a lawsuit in U.S. District Court against Idaho's strict abortion bans. The lawsuit, filed by a maternal fetal medicine specialist, claims that both of Idaho's abortion bans are unconstitutional and can cause significant harm. She says the abortion bans increase the likelihood that pregnant people in Idaho will die from preventable causes. It also says the bans are impacting healthcare providers' willingness to provide any reproductive care that could be mistaken for an abortion, including treatment for miscarriage. The lawsuit wants the court to declare both laws unconstitutional and unenforceable. And that was your night beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. Spokane police have arrested a woman suspected of a deadly stabbing. It happened at a home in West Spokane on West Sunset Boulevard. When police and Spokane Fire arrived at that home, they found a woman with stab wounds and she was taken to the hospital for treatment. SPD says a second person was found dead inside the home. Police eventually arrested a suspect at another home and booked her into the Spokane County Jail on murder and assault charges. New tonight, the man charged with the murder of 3 women in the Portland area pleaded not guilty in court today. Prosecutors say Jesse Calhoun killed Joanna Speaks, Charity Perry, and Bridget Webster. All of their bodies were found in secluded areas around Portland last spring. 2 other women were found dead under similar circumstances. Calhoun has not been charged in those deaths, but their family members are confident justice will one day be served.
It's hard to look him in the face, and there's a lot I would like to say. And one day when I get all of my answers, I will say you know, but as for now, it's gut-wrenching.
Calhoun is charged with 3 counts of second-degree murder and 3 counts of abuse of a corpse. He is due in court again coming up next month. Meantime, taking a look across the country, a suspected serial killer is being charged with killing 2 more women on Long Island. Rex Heuermann was arraigned today for 2 additional murders which happened 10 years apart. Jessica Taylor and Sandra Costilla are the new victims connected to the Gilgo Beach murders. Taylor disappeared in 2003. Costilla was killed 10 years before that. Their bodies were found miles from the actual beach where Heuermann is accused of murdering 4 other women. The district attorney says they uncovered new DNA evidence and documents from Heuermann's computer linking him to the crimes. All right, taking a break from the headlines to talk weather with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. Jeremy, the forecast looking mighty fine on this Friday Eve.
Yeah, as we head into the weekend, it's only getting better from here. When it comes to our temperatures, mild and staying that way overnight. We wake up 71 still here in Spokane, by the way. Kind of incredible, but look at Deer Park, 56, Sandpoint 55. You don't have to go far for an almost 20-degree drop in the mercury. No clouds overhead means those temperatures will just continue to fall. Overnight, we are going to fall back into the 50s here in Spokane. 52 seems to be about it. 46 in Deer Park. Overall, it doesn't look too bad. Tomorrow afternoon, we're back in the low 80s in eastern Washington, mid and upper 80s in central Washington, and near 80 across much of North Idaho. Next few days, it's all about the sunshine and warm temperatures. 86 on Saturday, 84 Sunday, and we do have that chance of storms. We're going to talk where they'll be and why I think most of us wind up dry and a little bit cloudier come Sunday.
All right, we'll talk to you a bit later in the show. Jeremy, thank you very much. And new tonight, growing concerns on Lake Pend Oreille after one of the gates for the Albany Falls Dam was found to be defective. Now there are fears of a catastrophic dam failure on the lake and worries about the money where it will come from to fix it. According to our news partners at the Bonner County Daily Bee, water levels could rapidly rise and fall if one of the gates fails. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says they now must inspect the other 10 gates for the same defect. They say the repairs may take years as they pursue funding for the project. For that full story, just head to our website, KREM.com. All right, staying in North Idaho, the United States Department of Agriculture is giving millions of dollars to North Idaho to improve access and recreation opportunities. 41 projects in the area will receive money, including the historic route of the Hiawatha. The USDA says the area has much needed maintenance on many of the tunnels along the trail. Well, 80 years ago today, the course of history changed forever. The largest group of Allied forces ever assembled, led by American service members, pushed across the western coast of France. They engaged in a fierce battle with German troops. 3,000 U.S. soldiers, sailors, and pilots died in the first 24 hours of the D-Day invasion. Their sacrifice is seen now as the start to the end of World War II. Today, those who fought for freedom were remembered during a ceremony at the American Cemetery in Normandy, France. Veterans say the memories and emotions from 80 years ago seem like yesterday.
In memory of those who fought here, died here, literally saved the world here, let us be worthy of their sacrifice.
Of honor, France's highest military award was presented to 11 U.S. servicemen during today's ceremony. And we invite you to join us for a KREM Cares Salute to Service special. KREM 2 will honor those who have served our country with an emotional look at how the Inland Northwest is giving back to our veterans. The KREM Cares Salute to Service special airs Thanksgiving Day at noon. You can also watch anytime streaming on KREM 2 Plus. It is free and available to download right now on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. And that was your KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where you get more news in less time.